Hail, glorious Saint Patrick, dear saint of our isle, on us thy poor children bestow a sweet smile. For now thou art high in thy mansions above, on Erin's green valleys look down in thy love. Well, happy St. Patrick's Day to you and yours. Bishop Phonsie here again. We won't have public mass today, at least in most dioceses, and there won't be any parades. But you and I, we can celebrate, despite all that's going on, we can celebrate our national patron saint, St. Patrick. And I wish you a very happy St. Patrick's Day. Later on today, I will take out the Confessions of St. Patrick, which is an honest account of his life, really, of the reasons why he did what he did in response to his critics, of whom he had many. And it recounts how he is kidnapped from his own people, his own land, and comes to Ireland, where he is put into slavery, servitude on Sliabh Mish, or wherever it was exactly, we're not too sure. And there he looks after sheep and goats and eventually escapes. I'm sure you know the story, and gets back to his own people. But then in a dream he hears the voice of the Irish, and he has this image of Victoricus carrying letters from the Irish, and he hears that voice saying, "Come back, holy youth, and walk among us again." And even though he did not want to hear or heed that voice, he does both. And he responds with a positive answer, with a yes. And he is ordained a priest, then ordained bishop, and comes back, never to see his own people again, and goes around Ireland and blazes a trail. And as he says in his confessions, he came back to this people so that they would know the salvation of God. And for them he gives his life. And he meets with opposition, calumny, but he keeps on going. He keeps the faith because he realizes he's not doing it for himself. This is something that God is calling him to do for other people. What an inspiration for us right now, for the Irish, for all of us here on this island, as we battle with this crisis that is before us. And another line that will strike me, I'm sure, when I read the Confessions later on today, is where he says that there were many occasions when, day or night, in good weather or in bad, he would rise and get up and pray 100 times. Well, strengthening his relationship with the Lord. So that's an inspiration for you and me to continue to pray, never to give up, to realize that God walks with us. I'd like to finish with that prayer that Patrick composed himself. We call it the St. Patrick's breastplate. And maybe these words will help you right now, as I hope they will help me too. Christ be with me, Christ within me, Christ before me, Christ behind me, Christ beneath me, Christ above me, Christ on my right hand, Christ on my left, Christ with me waking, Christ with me walking, Christ with me sleeping, Christ in every heart that thinks of me, Christ in every eye that sees me, Christ in every ear that hears me. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Please God, I'll see you tomorrow.